Bro, if he's making more money with every jump, like good for him. Like serious, I hope he is. And I mean, I don't know him, but he doesn't come across like he's stupid. If he's getting a little bump going back and forth, good for him, man. All the power to him.
Let's talk about Andrade going from WWE, in NXT, and he went up to the main roster. Then didn't work out for him. Goes to AEW. That doesn't work out for him. He goes back to WWE, and that doesn't work for him. And he goes to where'd he go? Where'd he go, Vince? Where'd he go?
AEW.
Who's the father of the owner of AEW?
This is what we envisioned in January, okay? Sir. It's happening here in September. Gonna go on forever.
That was for Andrade.
Can I paint a picture for you today?
Yes.
Okay. Let me play this for you one more time, and let me explain something to you. I'm going to play one more time.
Yes, you can play it 2 more times.
This is definitely worth talking about, Chris, because you've not thought about this yet. I have.
Okay.
This is what we envisioned in January, okay? Sir. It's happening here in September. Gonna go on forever.
Okay, Chris, we are missing something bigger than anything Raju came up with for this show. Okay. Chris, the Jaguars are 4-1.
Yes.
Chris, picture this. Bro, if the Jaguars win the Super Bowl, Shad and Tony are at the podium with Roger Goodell, bro. Tony's hugging Roger Goodell. Tony's putting his head in Roger Goodell's bosom. And we're going to hear from the owner of
forever.
Oh, my God. Chris, I swear to you, I am rooting for the Jaguars because if we get that moment, and bro, in front of the entire world, Tony Khan's going to start talking about what's on Dynamite on Wednesday.
Yes,
He is, bro.
Yes.
Chris, can you imagine that, bro? How awesome would that be?
I would pop for that. Absolutely. 100%.
Oh, man, that would be great.
Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, I mean, what's your thoughts on these wrestlers going?
If he's making more money with every jump, like good for him. Like serious, I hope he is. I mean, I don't know him, but he doesn't come across like he's stupid. If he's getting a little bump going back and forth, good for him, man. All the power to him.
True, but where does that lie into? I agree with that actually, but where did that fall into just personal pride for you as a brand, though? You know what I mean? Because we've had these conversations before. Like we've talked about like the Revival and FTR and things like that. As far as just like, the Revival / FTR and other people who've jumped from back and forth. When it comes to like personal pride, where does that fall in?
Well, Chris, I think it's a little different in his case because he was married to Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So that may have had something to do with him leaving the first time. That may have come into play here, like his relationship with her. Like, who knows? And it could have even been, bro, that he did go back a second time and maybe it was still really awkward. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't know that aspect of it. So it's really hard to say unless we really knew from his point of view why the jumps,
Of course. Yeah, we don't know because we're not him. So, you know what I mean? So we're commenting what we are observing. And what we're observing is someone who doesn't stay in companies for a long time as far as his switch back and forths. Now, one thing I do agree with you 100% is if if it's increasing his stock value and he's getting paid every jump, I mean, absolutely. I mean, jump away.
I mean, Chris, you see that with free agents in sports all the time. They're with a new team every year. I mean, you see that a lot in professional sports.
That's true, but me being an old school wrestling fan, it's like, man, where's the loyalty?
Yeah, there's no loyalty anymore.
And me,
bro.
yeah, it's not. And me being an old school basketball fan too, it's like, man, where's the loyalty? Man? People are known for their teams. You know what I mean? Like, even with wrestlers, they were known for the companies that they were a part of. If you think of Ric Flair, you think of NWA. You know what I mean? If you think of Sting, you think of NWA. If you think of Hogan, you think of WWE. Yes, there were jumps, but there weren't jumps back and forth for people who were like in high status and high regard. Now, as far as like the mid-card people, they jumped back and forth all the time. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, where do you go? And it does make me wonder when it comes to a booking perspective too. Get to a point where you're going to bat for yourself enough to make you at that high regard, to make your jump feel different, to feel more impactful. A lot of people's comments of Andrade's jump, they weren't very positive. They were just like, why does he keep doing that? It's making him look, like he is non-committal. So it just makes me wonder, like, what can someone like an Andrade do in AEW or WWE that would cause his stock to build, because he stayed at that mid-card level throughout his entire run with both companies? What could he do to improve his stock?
Chris, I don't think there's anything they can do, because I think a big part of this and a big part of what you're saying is they don't have confidence in the system. You know, you talk about loyalty. Bro, I think loyalty went out the window when Vince left. People had confidence in Vince. People had confidence to some degree Vince was going to make them stars. And bro, even if it wasn't through, in ring, even if they weren't going to be champion, they knew Vince could put them on talk shows and Vince would give them a Subway ad, or, they had the confidence in Vince that they were going to come out bigger than when they went in. I don't think that confidence is around today. I don't think people have confidence in Triple H is going to make me a star, or Tony Khan is going to make me a star. I can't see anybody today having that type of confidence in either system. And I think that plays into this. I think it plays into this where they've got ideas, they've got plans, they've got dreams, they got hopes. They pitch it, they talk about it, and it just gets to the point where it's like, you know what, man, I'm spinning my wheels. They're never going to do this, so I might as well just collect as much money as I possibly can.